Hey, welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes Wednesday night show. This is Joe. Joe, say hi to everybody.
Joe, say hi.
Good job, Joe. And we wanted to show our workshop. We've taken the last 3 days and we've just gutted the place. We got out some homes that were struggling, we need to get them out. And we have gutted. Look over here, I wanted to show you. This used to be all tools. We've taken our shelving, we closed it up, we put doors on it, and we can lock them down for some really, our tools and stuff. Our building is not that secure. So everybody who wants some free tools, come to 4901, right?
Don't say that. Oh my God.
I said it's not secure, so they're gonna come here and steal everything we got. But I do sleep here, so, but we had a big red bench, we cut it in half. Up here is really cool. What we've done is we've taken, look, Noah keeps watching, look, see, he wants to keep looking over here. Poor little thing, he needs to go to Hollywood. Over here is we got drops. These are our 4-way plugs we're gonna have between these houses. So when we pull a house in here, we got a 4-way on this side, we got a 4-way on that side.
Nice.
And then we've got an air hose hanging here. So we're ocean approved. Ocean approved. So we'll have air lines, 2 chucks there, 2 chucks there. So when we're building this, we have air hoses on each side. So when you come to the workshop, you'll be able to have, it's just more convenient, quicker. All our benches are all cleared off. We've redone all our inventory, so know what we have. We know what not to buy, what we can buy. Hey, over here, I'm a star, watch, follow me. Is all of our shelving. We're trying to organize, well, this is just gonna be when we build a house, what we do is we order everything once. So everything's here. Your sinks, your faucets, your doorknobs, your hinges, nails, wood, windows, screen, everything known to man, your metal roofing, everything is here before we start. So these shelves here are gonna be for extra tools that we have, of course, and then we have places to put all those materials. So the guys working, like right here, here's our siding. Let me show you guys something. This is called lap siding. Susan from Arizona, that's your house, that's put your siding, that's your lap siding you want. We did that today, we got a back side, we'll show you what we're doing for her today. But this is a lap siding, okay? Now, this is a 5/8. 5/8 is 5/8 thick here. There's a 3/4 that's thicker, but I choose not to use that, not because it's more expensive, but because this is lighter weight. And you don't need any more than this on a tiny house. You have a rough sawn on the outside, okay?
Can I look at it a little bit more?
Rough sawn.
Right there.
Just rough. Mm-hmm. Okay, look at my fingernail, how nasty they are. Isn't that terrible?
Nobody wants to see that.
And then over here is smooth. That's nice and smooth, slick. All right, so what happens is you can have a different look. Now, the rough sawn, if it's rough on the outside and you stain it, any stain you use will be darker and richer, because what happens is in wood has pores like in your skin. So the rougher your skin is, the dirtier it's going to get. And that's what this absorbs the stain more, it absorbs it. So it's got bigger pores, really. And on the back, these pores are really tight. They're tight, so it'll stain and paint. The paint will be a smoother finish, of course, and the stain won't go into the wood. Look here, I'm getting caught up with this board. It's like a python.
Oh my God.
All right, there you go. This is one of our reclaimed lumber right here. And it was a rough sawn. It was real dirty. We don't have a rough one, do we, Noah? Yeah, right here. This is what it used to look like. Then the boys switched this to a planer. So that's great.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is what it used to look like. Now I'm sure some ladies at home are saying, "Oh, I want it to look like that," right? Well, and some of us do. And some of the guys love this old barnwood looking. This isn't barnwood. This is actually a 2x4 that's never been used. No nails in it. It's brand new, but it's been weathered. Okay. But then if we paint things, we try to get them cleaned up. But look at this rich grain. See that? And the knots in the grain, how pretty that is. It has a blue tint to it down here. So we can take this wood, and let's say you're buying a house from us. Hey, Use that wood and don't plane it. Use it rough sawn. Use it the dark gray. You want that? No problem. We can do that. If you want it cleaned up and smooth and pristine, we can do that too. Okay, that's what I like about all the wood that I've purchased out here. I've got a train load. I'm actually a train load of lumber that I purchased about 8, 9, almost a year ago. Now we brought in here. So here's our tools. You guys want to steal tools? Come on over here.
Oh, stop saying that.
Well, I don't have security in here. There's no lights and nothing.
Just
Here's no-
stop.
We got nail guns. We love DeWalt. Wish DeWalt would sponsor us, give us free tools, but they haven't yet. And we got staple guns that puts on our tie bag. Here's our staple guns. We got framing nail guns. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 framing nail guns. I remember a year and a half ago I had to borrow one of these, and now we got 5. Now, over here we've got, this is a floor stapler. This is what we put our our hardwood floors down. All you tradesmen out there know all about this. There's your mallet. Here's the handle for it. Here's my steel chainsaw. Steel, right? You think they would sponsor me? I've been using the steel chainsaw since my first house I built in 1989, 1990.
Wow.
Yes. These are our hammers. Down from here down, nobody's allowed. From here down, nobody's allowed to be here. You know why? Because this is Teddy.
Yeah, paint.
He's from New Jersey. You don't give him Teddy stuff up here. You know? So you've got this.
Oh,
here.
nice.
Oh, yeah. Teddy's all set up. This is extra stain and paints that we've had.
Ooh.
And what we're going to do is we're going to use that because the landfill hates this stuff.
Yeah.
It's super toxic. So what we do is we use it up. We use it on different types. People want to get creative. I got 2 homes right now. People are wanting the windows to be different position, and I love it. And so we're going to have fun with the stain and the paints. Here's our spray cans, all that stuff. All right, we might have boring everybody. I just want to show you our shop.
Hey, can I ask a question
No,
just really quick?
No.
Joan was asking about the workshop and
Yeah.
said, when you come to the workshop,
Yeah.
do you leave with a shell or a completed house?
Oh, I was going to get to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, do you answer that later? Joan had just asked the question. I just didn't want to forget
No,
it.
no, you're right. I'm going to address
We'll remember that.
issue because we've been having some people
Yes.
ask.
Okay. We'll answer you in a minute, Joan.
Here's our sink.
There's Mike. There's Landon. Okay.
But we've, Susan, we're putting on your lap siding, and that looks pretty. Here's her storage on the back side. Susan's got actual architectural plans that she sent. We're going by the plans that she sent to us. This is your storage. Panel box outside on the wiring. And Susan, we just started today, and we will continue till it's done. So hopefully by the end of next week, I hope your home will be complete. We're actually finishing this job up here. This is Chris Lampkin. He's a local contractor that came in. He builds homes for us. Just
Said I can barely hear you. If you could speak
Chris
up.
Lampkin is a local contractor. Like I said, we are an umbrella. And under our umbrella is our contractors that come in and build tiny homes underneath our tutorship. They're skilled tradesmen, but we've learned certain things that we teach them. Doesn't take long, and so they come in and build a home buying a contract cost. So it doesn't cost you anymore, but they come in, we give them a contract, give them designs, give them all the materials that they need in this home. This home's going to the Shenandoah River. It's going to be a rental. We'll give you that information that you can go and stay in this home on the Shenandoah River. Let me show you. This is really unique. What we did is we sold this house, and the owner wanted to put some changes in. So this was already here. The bump out of the bay window was already here. We've got a corner glass. It's like a triangle glass in the top. But they wanted a sliding glass door. Look at the size of that door on there. Isn't it massive?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But we had 2 windows in here. We had 2 windows. We took the windows out, put this door in. And what the owner says is right behind here is the Shenandoah River. So they're going to be able to sit in the sofa right there and have a deck and have the river right there. That's really nice. They've already got their RV, their water, power, and sewer hookup. We just run it like a camper. But it's really neat. This is my favorite home. Favorite style, probably favorite size is a 24-foot home. It allows for a big living room, and we'll tour that when we get closer to the end. Chris probably be done with that, I think, probably the end of the week also. So we'll come and tour that before it leaves, all right? I'm trying to think, you guys want, right back here, this one will be ready to be touring in the next week or two. This is the Hobbit house. We kind of have had this thing hidden. The owners picked out some of the stone. I've been able to use grapevines, and we've got cedar shakes, and we've got authentic round door. We've also got a round door inside. It is 12 foot wide and 36 foot long, and it's really unique. And we're kind of proud of that one. We'll expose that more as we get done on it. We're cleaning this up. This is stuff that we've been just gathering together in our supplies. Yep. When you build as fast as we do, and as many as we do, things collect. And so it's really a task to keep everything organized and going. So we've taken the last 3 days, and since we've been here and since I've been working, we haven't had 3 days to take off. We really don't have 3 now, but we had to take 3 days and regroup. In the last two weeks, we've worked 2 30-hour days straight. Straight 30 hours, worked all the way through, then got up slept a few hours the next day, and then got up, worked, and never missed a day. Worked 7 days a week. That's just to get these houses out. Like I said, my big problem is not saying no to somebody, and I need to, because people wanted their home a little bit quicker than I expected, and I said, yeah, let's get it out. And that's the one we had to go back up, and we had to finish it while it was on site. Had a few problems in it and fixed them. We were there all week, took care of it, done. And I will tell you that whatever we do, we'll take care of. But anyway, we were really working. So, but we're excited. The guys are excited about having everything fixed up here. All right, the workshop. Joe, what do you think about the workshop? The workshop is, let's look at this trailer, okay? This trailer is a 28-foot trailer. From here over to that other, these are called lookouts right here. This is a lookout, okay? This right here. This brings us out to 8 feet, outside to outside. If you get a 10-foot trailer, we cut the axles. We don't do it. Mr. Bernstein Hurst does. He cuts the axles, beefs them up, and we spread this trailer out wider. So these lookouts are further, okay? But for you all to come into the workshop and go from a bare trailer, okay, to a completed house. Completed, I mean completed, it's not stained or painted, but it's got water, power, and sewer ready to go. In 6 days is quite a feat. So what we do and what we've learned is when you come here in your workshop, what is started, what we do, and what you do. This is somewhat confusing for people. Okay, what we do is we build the house, we frame the house. Okay, we put the siding, the sheeting, the plywood sheeting on the outside, and we put the house wrap, that white house wrap. It's a paper, kind of a thin paper, and I'll show you again when we get to that point, because we're going to start framing about 4 homes. We get that, we put the windows on, we put the soffit in. That's an overhang soffit right there. Okay, right there is an overhang soffit, and then we put the metal roof on. All right. So that's what we do when you get here. You walk in, that's already done. Now, if you want to be a part of that, I was thinking about it today.
Now, is that just
Yeah.
lofts and windows
Loft, windows, soffit, metal roof, framing is done,
wrapped?
wrapped up.
Okay.
And then what we do in their shop, if they want stairs, we pre-build the stairs. We give them a ladder, it's included. We build the kitchen cabinets, and we also build the interior trim that goes on your interior windows. Then we stop. We don't do any more work. We have one of our representatives or technicians, me, or I kind of use a big word, of somebody helping you build it, all right? Supervisor. You as a workshop guest, customer, you put this siding on. You put these corners on, okay? You put this trim on right here. You put that fascia on up there, okay? That board. You do all this all the way around the whole thing. On the inside, You will assist the electrician, you will assist the plumber in pulling all the wires, setting the boxes, running your water line and your sewer lines, okay, your drain lines. You will do that. You will also put the hardwood floors down with that nailer. Bam, bam, bam. You'll put hardwood floors in. You'll frame in your interior wall underneath your loft that separates your bathroom from your kitchen, if that's your design. All right? You will also put all the interior wood on the walls. If you want sheetrock, you'll hang that. If you want tongue and groove like we use, you'll do that. If you want any kind of plywood, you'll do that. You will do the inside part of the house, okay? Then you'll put that trim, that interior window trim. It's already built, but you set it in place and you nail it off. You will do that as a customer for a workshop. Any cleaning, any detail trim in the corners, anything that has to be done. We bring the cabinets in, supervisor will help you set the cabinets, we'll put them, but you'll set the sink. You'll put the cutoff valves on, you'll put the drain lines in it, you'll drill through the floor, and you'll put the drains under the house if you want to hook it up. We usually don't put any plumbing under a house because during transporting, we use drop axles. It could come off. Unless you design it where you want it as an RV and travel a lot, then we take another direction, but you will do that part of it, okay? A lot of work. But it can be done, and we can do that here at our shop. Our supervisor does not physically put this up for you. You do it yourself. Cutting this wood, we'll show you how to cut it. We'll show you how to use our chop saws. We'll show you how to use our screws. We screw our siding in so it doesn't come off. We'll show you how to use a finished nail gun. And we use precautionary measures to make sure you guys know it's safe and how to use things. We haven't had anybody else yet that has not loved using these tools and felt like it was too much physical exertion that they couldn't use them. We've had older ladies, younger ladies, men of all types, and everybody really does. The only thing are the long days. My take on it is anybody that comes, do a little bit of getting in shape before you get here. You know, I would do some just air squats, just bending up and down as a bunch. You're going to be super sore at the end of the couple, 3 days. You know, and watch your diet when you come here, you know. So, you know, things like that. It's a physical thing to do, all right? Awesome job. We are being recognized by national networks about our workshop. They want to come and see this workshop, and they want to see you all building them. There's a lot of buzz about it. And also the price. My God, you're knocking off almost $10,000 off a regular price home by you coming in and doing that little bit of work. It's not a little bit, but it's quite a bit. But you're knocking off almost 10 grand off a house. Our homes are priced already lower than anybody in the United States. And as you can see, the quality is really good. I think it surpasses almost anybody's quality. Or, you know, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. What I'm saying is for that price. And I don't see how you can frame it and build it any more solid than any of the top high-priced homes in the country. So we're right there. Anyway, that's still fit.
That's good, because I actually got a question today about the workshop and that
Yeah.
all the details. That really helps. They wanted to know
Good,
exactly
good.
what we do and what they do.
If I need to run that over one more time, I will do that. We actually have a video on YouTube and Facebook that describes that exact scenario. I think we have it written on our website. Please use those information tactics to understand what we do and what's going on here. All right? Before you get confused, we do 2 videos a week. And we got all this on YouTube and Facebook.
How many people should they bring?
Bring as many as you can. That's what I say. Because if you're unskilled, you don't have to be skilled. It helps. Because listen, in 6 days, you're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay? We're leaving. So if you don't get the inside done, you throw the rest of what you got in there and you finish it at home. There's no staying, because we got another group coming in. While this is going on, our guys are building down there. They got 3, 4, 5 other homes going up. Chris is building here. We're all building custom homes for other customers. Plus we got the workshop going on all at the same time, the bunk room, the heat, and all that. It is just a mirage of, is that a right word, mirage? No, mirage.
No, mirage, no.
It's like exciting. There's a lot of stuff going on all the time here. And people working till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, you know. And I think it's fun. What's that? Describe it. I'm trying to think.
And two, you know, the base price for the workshop, that allows for 2 people to come. Anyone extra, it's $300 extra per person for the week for room and board and for food.
Yeah. Now, depending on the size of the home, we've allotted in your price
Yes.
how many people you can bring. That's the room and board's paid for.
Right.
So a bigger the home,
Bigger
we've
the
allotted
house.
2 and 3 and 4 people. That
Right.
price is included in that.
Right.
The workshop, I think, is the way to go. You want a home, you want to be a part of it. You get the wire, you get the plumbing, you get to see it framed, you get to see it insulated, you get to see everything about it, and you save tons of money. It's the way to go.
Yeah.
You know, so we're excited by it,
And we're on our 5th one.
yeah.
May
workshop.
14th.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll work with you. If somebody says, hey, will you, we've already had one. We said, will you do the inside for us? Will you put the wood floors down? Will you put the T&G up on the inside for us? We'll do that. But we'll add that as a cost. So the price will go up. The more we do, of course, the more we got to get paid for it and the more we charge. But still, you're going to save tons of money. But you say, hey, I'll do the outside. We got one right now. Actually, we got a couple that called. We're going to build a Hobbit house that's going to Colorado. It's Wicasa Hotel in Colorado.
Wicasa.
And they need to have it there by May 14th. What's today? The 20th, 18th,
18th or 19th.
19th.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a home in Colorado. And I haven't even got the trailer
Not
here
just
yet.
a home, it's a Hobbit.
Yeah, a Hobbit
House.
My original Hobbit had a round roof. It's going to have ivy on it. It's going to have a rubber roof with ivy. It's got windows, all this stuff on it, and a round door. And it's going to be in Colorado by May 14th. Is that not stupid? That's crazy. Well, we're going to do it.
Yep.
And what builder in the United States, I claim it right here, what builder in the United States right now would do that and accomplish it? Who's going to do that? And we're not going to pull a 30-hour day. No more of that. But we'll have it done. All right? But that's what we're going to do. The trailer's not even here.
No, it's not. Hey, real quick, Matt Heath just posted. He is in Boise, Idaho, watching you, and he is hauling the last 30-hour build there.
Yep.
Seattle Blue going up to Washington right now. So if you want to say anything to Matt.
And Seattle Blue is not copyrighted as some song
No.
or YouTube got on us
It's
about
the-
saying, hey, Seattle Blue's a song. Seattle Blue's the name of a tiny home.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy? We've been following Matt on his journey
Yep.
from here to Seattle. He, like I said, he's in Boise. We all would
Idaho.
have loved to went with him and ride and seen the countryside. He's been sending pictures from all over the
And
country.
Alyssa's posted them. It's a beautiful, got a brand new picture on Facebook. It's beautiful.
And on his way back, I'm gonna tell you, hey Matt, on your way back, we need to pick up Joyce Kirks, her fifth wheel, and bring it in here, back here. We're gonna finish it up, and then we'll take it back. She sold her home, like, before it was even listed.
Wow.
So
Great.
she sold her home. She's ready to hit the road with her tiny house.
Wow.
So we're gonna bring it back here, tweak it a little bit for her and help her out and get her set and get her on the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then when Matt gets back, he's got that. We got one going to maybe Utah, I think. We got one going back to Oregon. We got one in Northern California. So Matt's going to be busy here in the next few weeks.
Were you going to talk to Cindy? I didn't know if
Cindy.
it's...
Yeah, is she here?
Yeah, she's right over there.
Yeah.
And Richard.
Yep. Meet part of the crew. This is Richard. This is Cindy's husband. He helps around the warehouse, keeping us straightened up, everything in order. And he's retired, right? He's retired, but he works like a young guy. And of course, you know, Social Lissa. So antisocial Social Lissa
Yeah.
does our social media. This is Cindy, and Cindy does all of our inventory. When we build a house, we have a list that we go through, and every nut and bolt and washer and screw and board is in that house. And we go through every single thing we can think of. She orders it, and I need to be quiet and let her say what she does, don't I? Get scared.
No, I just try to keep up with what everybody wants and ask you questions. If you don't have items real clear, I just talked to one of our customers about windows about 3 minutes ago. So anyway, I'm just another piece of the chain of events that happens. So I'm always open if you need to ask questions.
Yeah, she's a
Great.
big help, big help. Sherry, I guess Tell them what you do for us.
I don't know. I'm a jack of all
I
trades.
know it. I know it.
I'm your planner.
go.
I basically, if we're looking for land, they send me to scout for land. If we have people coming in that want orders processed so that they have a new home order coming in, I help with that. Just a little bit of everything. If they've got the layout and design and all that laid out, then I will help them to itemize what it's going to cost and work up their figures for them to begin with, the preliminary numbers, and then send your contract to you.
Yeah, draws it all up. She'll go, actually, it's a big step. She's like the initial, after you send your email, she takes that information and then she'll contact you. And then it's really taking your dream and writing it all down on a piece of paper. And it's trying to she'll maybe even do a little sketch if you don't provide one, so we get an idea of what's going on. And then if you're ready to go to the next step, then she's able to take a small deposit and get it to Lily. Lily's not here tonight. She's in college. She'll be graduating here in a couple weeks, and she's going to join us in the evening. But Lily's our draftsman, so she'll take the drawings, do your drawing for you. And so Sherry is the person that gives all your information to Lily. Lily's able to take all them sketches and all that stuff, right? And then turn it into something that you can see, that you know, hey, that's what I got.
And she'll contact customers as well and get with you and
All of us
discuss
contact
it.
customers, except
Right.
for Richard. He doesn't contact customers.
He just smiles a lot.
Yeah. And this has really helped me, because I used to do all the third what they were doing, and now that it's really helping me because we've gotten busier. We went from 3 or 4 emails a day just probably 3 or 4 months ago. Now we're getting 40, 50 emails a day, which we love. We're ready to go. So they have helped me take this process to where we can handle big amounts of work and still keep it intimate, still keep it organized, and still keep it where we do custom builds. We don't step down from anybody's ideas or anything they want. If you guys want pink elephants hanging from the rafters, we hang them up there. We don't care what you guys want. So please bring them in. Again, we build over 50 homes now, and we're going to give you a solid count. None of them have been the same, not one. You know, so the guys enjoy building different things. So
Leslie just said Richard has the greatest smile. Richard already getting a fan club here. Thank you, Leslie.
that's right. So, but that's our gang. Of course, the guys, they've left. Half of them left, half of them are here. Then what we'll do is, anything else anybody want to, anything we
Lisa,
need to
anything
tell
you
everybody?
want to say?
I'm on my knees because I'm.
If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask, because you don't have dumb questions. We'd love to answer whatever you have. Just ask it and we'll come up with an answer the best we can.
That's why I was on my knees.
Any roadblocks we've been hitting, or any things that happen over and over that we've got answered, Cindy, or anything you guys that would help them calling in or knowing more about us, or what? I'm just thinking anything.
I would encourage people to, when they send us an email, they ask us questions, or they'll have certain things that they want us to know about themselves, and then we always send them an information packet. I would encourage them to read those information packets thoroughly, because we answer a lot of the questions that we end up answering again, because they're in the packet but people are not reading them. So just read your packets when they come to you, because they're very informative.
Yeah, and those help us know what kind of house you want, and then what you want in your homes. So it's a checklist we go by, so we try not to forget anything. Cindy will order windows and doors, anything you guys want. You know, we order a lot of our windows locally from a salvage yard or from Lowe's. Lowe's, a lot of stuff we get, they've been doing us right. But we'll order anything. We'll order from, like today, one of them cottage style windows, circle windows. We'll dig it up and find it. Specialty items.
Yes.
They need to come up. If you guys want something really special, what was that stainless steel litter box or something?
We have several jobs that have a lot of cat amenities, like cat walks and litter boxes and cat doors. So we can provide all those. Probably what we need help from you would be the size of your cat, and then if you want to order a certain size door. I know some people don't know what size door their cat will actually go through, and that's something we don't know either. So that kind of information is online. I go to Amazon, I Google things. There's a lot of information you can find out. But those specialty items I will help you with. It's just when you want those things, you have to let us know and give us a little time to get them in, because that's not going to be something we have locally.
Right. Cool. Yep. So, but the more detailed that you all can be, you'll get what you want, you know. And then they're helping us and the guys not forget, because we have forgotten things. I forgot a cat door in the Seattle Blue House, you know. I'll admit it. There you go. But we forgot to put one in, and but it's just so many things. So, but that's why they're here, to help us with the process and us to help understand more.
And could you touch on drawings? Like if somebody wants drawings, then the $500 sign up fee and things like that, just kind of go over that.
Yeah,
When does that come into
after
play?
you talk with Sherry, and Sherry, you know, talks briefly, what we have is, because we have 40 and 50 people sometimes to talk to a day, what Sherry wants to do is, hey, get you a price. If you think you go on a price and you got it down and you're ready financially, you have all your money or you have all your finances. It's up to you how you want to do that. But if you're ready, before we can start the drawings, we need a small deposit of $500. That goes to your bill. That is applied to your cost of your home. So that gets the process going, you're in. Now, if you need time to wait, that's great. We'll put you in a file, we'll call you back, you can call us back, we won't bother you. But that's what we do. So Sherry puts you a price. Hey, it's gonna be $32,500, and these are listed all the amenities. Now, we don't need that design down, because most of the time, the length, all right, and what you want and what she'll ask you is pretty much a shoe-in. That's what it's gonna cost. You can change the inside a million ways. It's not gonna change the cost. So she's giving you a good price of what you can expect. Then you go to the $500, then we go to Lily. Lily is the one, then she's initiated to do your drawings. That gets it down, and she does an awesome job. And she'll contact you too. Then she'll say, hey, we've got a window that needs to be moved, or a staircase, and the fenders are in the way, and the door needs to be moved over 6 inches. Your cabinets are gonna be your 3 drawers. She gets it down to the minute detail. Then that gets it back to Cindy, which she can start ordering everything. And her and I go over all that. If you have any questions, Cindy will contact you again about anything. And then we order everything, right? So that's our process.
And Richard goes fix it up.
One thing. Yeah.
Richard goes to Lowe's 100 times a day.
Oh, we're getting away from that, hopefully. We're trying to get more organized. But yeah, that's it. And then, you know, it still blows me away. I still walked around here last night. I was with my son. He's building a 12-foot tiny home to live in. And we were just looking last night at 11 o'clock, and I thought, what, 16 months ago, I was in the backyard by myself, and I've got all these great people working here. The process, I got high school boys over there doing nothing. Look at them.
And they just ate.
Yeah, they eat here every day, and they do nothing when I'm not around.
Look at there.
All 3 of them are watching Mike put a plug together. It's costing me $24 an hour.
Tell him to get to
Plus milkshakes, food.
A milk. We need a milkshake machine.
Yeah.
Or slushy machine.
You
Hey,
know-
good question.
Yeah.
Somebody asked this the other day. Will you do something less than a 16-foot?
I'll build a 2-foot house.
Stop.
You can lay down. I seen a guy he had an 8-foot trailer, and he could go in there and lay down in, because he was a rock climber. And he had all his gear hanging in the back end of it, and he got in there and crawled in and laid down, and yeah, I'll build anything. We'll build anything you want. And we'll
But
start-
on site, you do not go out of this building, right?
No, I don't want to really go outside. We had a couple jobs where people wanted us to go build a couple homes. I used to
Yes.
build homes for years. We really don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, we are building homes inside here. We'll build them 4 foot wide. I'll build them as big as I can get out that door. That door is 14 foot wide. If I have to, I'll bust the block out the side to get it out.
That was our next question. Will you make the door bigger?
I'll make it bigger if I have to. Yes, yes. Anything else you guys think of? Good. So, let's go over here. I'm going to show you one more thing that we've done.
Come on, Joe.
All right. Sarah, shop how clean it is. Now, what this part was going to be, we still have our drops. That's our electrical and our air.
Nice.
Here's our electrical and our air.
That is really nice.
Yeah, so you got, I'm sure, you know, probably say, where's the conduit and all the things, you know. Of course, we're rogue here, right? We're just,
Totally. Hey, Donna.
here's more wood, more plywood, more supplies.
Joe, get out of that. Joe.
Now, look, this is a trailer. This is a 12-foot trailer I got for $350. We're building a 12-foot home on it. Let me show you a little bit about it. Watch your step here.
I see it.
This is going to be a single-story home. It's 12 foot long. It's $350 for a trailer, right? It's got mobile home wheels on it. We'll take them off so we can get regular wheels. Those aren't good for long-term use down the highway. This is a 1x4. It's yellow pine. This is salvage lumber. It hasn't been used in a home. It's brand new, but this is yellow pine. Yellow pine is strong, okay? 16 inches on center. Everything's screwed. Nothing's nailed, okay? We will end up putting metal on this thing, wood on this thing. We're going to put a pitched roof on it. Believe it or not, shower, toilet, kitchen, Murphy bed, sofa Murphy bed, maybe a little pull-down loft inside, entertainment center over here. We can cantilever this out 4 feet. Cantilever it out 4 feet with a flip-up deck. Door right here in the middle. Beautiful. It's going to be a home. We'll let you know what it costs. Now, I love building these. You see all this lumber over here? This is a bunch of lumber right here. None of it has got nails in it. None of it has been used on any buildings. It is discarded. It's like that island on what is it, Rudolph? The Misfit Island.
Misfit toys.
That's Misfit wood
The island
right
of
there.
misfit toys, yeah.
Misfit wood. I'm a misfit, and I've got my wood in here with me, all right? I love this wood. This wood is so unique. There's different kinds of wood from everywhere. I'll take any of that right there and I'll create something with it, okay? And so if you have an idea and you want something different, we got it here. The process has to be streamlined. We build fast. We don't mess around. That home will be done. If it's full-time on it, we'd have that done in 2 weeks and sleeping in it, okay? So we don't take, and that's why our homes are less expensive than everyone's. Here's another shop here. We're building, this is where our custom homes will be built. We've gutted all this. We're making do with what we have. This old staircase was here, we put wheels on it.
Awesome.
So we put wheels on it right here.
That's cool.
Staircase. We'll jump up here. We'll be able to get up on the house. You know, we'll be able to maybe put some windows in, screw the windows, get up here and fix the house, come back down. So, you know, it's kind of cool to just use stuff that we have.
Can you kind of tell just really quick, what did this facility used to be?
This used to be a nylon, rayon, and polyester mill. They used to actually make that product here. Massive. From what I heard, it was really
And it was 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It was
nasty place.
always running.
Not nasty, did, but stunk all the time. There's a lot of bad stuff that happened here,
Joe,
like with pollution and stuff, I guess. But they made a great product. Back in the 40s it started. They didn't have EPA and stuff. You know? But they did. This actual building was supposedly kept at a certain temperature all year round because of nylons.
Yes.
And back in the war, nylon was a big deal, you know. So all this, now remember, this whole shop was built in 2 days. These 2x4s are old, just old, beat up 2x4s. None of this is permanent. We can take this whole thing down probably in 3 days. Our wiring, plumbing, home, we can take it all down and be moved out of here just in a couple days. We cleaned the shop up. This is Kevin and Homer. They're going to be in here building all your cabinets, all your stairs, your ladders. This is your stair treads that we have here. They're oak stair treads. We can use different kinds, but they use all this wood. Back here, we use all extra wood. This is a ladder right here. We've already got it notched out for their treads. So as we get busier, these will stack up, and we'll have just stacks of ladders, pieces that we can put together. We got this loft here now because there's no wall out there, and the world's out there. That's where the googly gobblies are. And that's where all our excess wood is that they can use. Any scrap wood we put out there and we build cabinets out of. Back here, this old place, this is our bathroom, but it doesn't work. It backs up. We've spent a lot of money roto-rooting that baby, and it's still kind of not the deal, but we contend with it. We get along.
hey, and also, when you come to the workshop, will you get to work in here and do stuff in this?
You can come down in here, but pretty much everything in here is built for you.
Okay.
Now let's say, that's a good question. Let's say you come in here and you've seen something on Pinterest. He had something really unique. Tom built a cabinet last night for his wife. He built this big old armoire. He built it in 3 or 4 hours. If you see something on Pinterest that you want and you say, hey, I'd like to build it out of pallets or some wood, feel free to go out there, get your wood, come in here and build a few things. I don't mind that at all. And it's really pennies. I say I don't charge for it. I know it's probably crazy, but the wood is not that expensive, and it's just really a perk for you all to come here, use our tools, right? And we'll show you how to use them, show you where to put them back and how to be safety with them, and you can build some stuff. Build some little shelves and knickknacks that you need. Yeah.
It looks beautiful
Yeah,
in
you
here.
can have it.
Really nice.
And we have a table saw out here. We're gonna probably maybe close this in, but this is our dust collector that we have for our table saw. We'll do a lot of finishing. If anything needs to be sprayed, it'll be out here in the open. I'm gonna put probably a heater and an air conditioner, like a furnace, in the room in there for Kevin and Homer.
And all this wood.
All of it. Mm-hmm. Look at all this wood. Yep. This is out in the back. I don't know if I can open this. That's where the bad world is. And they're in the process of tearing all that
Here,
building
Joe.
down.
Joe, come here.
So they're probably going to bring it right to here. They probably tear all this down right to here. That's fine, but it's really a cool building, isn't it? All that glass and stuff. But that's just what our building looks like. They're cleaning it up. Come on, buddy.
Come on, Joe.
Joe. Come on.
Joe, let's go.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Say hi, Joe.
All right. One thing I wanted to tell everybody before we sign off. Hey, I'm over here. Okay. 2 things. I always say 2, but I don't know why. There might be 3.
And
but
then
I'm
you
gonna
talk
sign
way
off.
more than 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign off. I like talking, but I'm feeling like there's all this stuff coming in my head. You guys gotta know stuff, okay? Facebook. When I did that video out there with the rubble behind me, I was in a twisted point. You know, I was mad. It was a couple things bothering me, and I said some things. I'm not ashamed of everything, but I was thinking about it. I thought, you know what, this Facebook, because I heard some stuff, you know, that's been happening in the news and people doing on Facebook Live that's really not good. But we do have a responsibility of being live. We don't use profanity. There's a lot of profanity that goes on around here. I'll just be honest with you. There's stuff that happens here, but we don't do that on Facebook because there's families. People don't want to hear that language. I don't want to hear it, so we don't use it. But there's certain actions and topics that I don't want to bring up. And again, you know, we've all been through some stuff. Divorce, kids going astray, you know, fighting with the neighbors, and business is always up and down. You're always going to have, I built the house and things going wrong, or people don't like this, or people love you here. There's good and bad in everything, right? I'm not going to share negative things with y'all. I will tell you that if it helps the reality, I want to show the reality that we are not perfect, and there are mistakes that will be made, but I wanted to share that we stand behind what we do, and that I'll do all that I can to be the builder for you all. So I have a responsibility of sharing Facebook and being a gentleman and being a good businessman. And we want to come across in a real positive, uplifting way. I do, and I want it because life's hard enough. And you guys come home from work or wherever you're at, and you're watching this thing, and you want to be happy. You want to see things that are fun. And tiny homes are fun. I love building them. The guys love building them. This is a great business to be in. It's something I never thought would get going. The other question was, as somebody mentioned my past life where I lost all my resort, I lost all this stuff. That's in my past. I don't talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk. It doesn't affect my life today. It doesn't affect how I think. I am like beyond that. Just like other things that happen, like that rubble. And it was true. The rubble behind me is like our past lives. It is there, but it's gone. It's gone. And I'm so happy to be alive. I'm so happy to be up there. I get tired sometimes physically. Not very often, but when I pull a 30-hour shift and sleep 4 or 5 hours, and I work another 7 days, and I pull another 24-hour shift, and I work another 7 days, I get just a little down. I used to work out. I don't get a chance to do it because I've been working so much, but we're changing. The boys get out of high school, we're gonna do a P90X workout here. We're gonna have fun doing that. We're gonna get back to having fun. One last thing. When you order a house from us, and when you're dealing with us, please, just be patient with us. And the girls in there, you get more with honey than you do
Vinegar.
with vinegar. Please don't demand certain things. Lily demanding her drawings need to be done, or demanding that has to be, believe me, they are so serious about what they do. They are not slacked off whatsoever, and I'm proud of what they do. So just be patient. We have some of the most beautiful people that just help us and want to be a part of the build and how the process goes. We are here for you. I'm not a company that here is thinking about the bottom dollar and I got to have that profit. I'm not looking at that. I give so much away that I probably shouldn't do, and I should charge for more things than I do, and I don't. Because I can just see, hey, let's tweak this a little bit. Let's give you here, give you there. And I feel one thing was the Lean On Me financing, okay? I started that because I wanted to help you all, okay? It was to help get a roof over your head. It wasn't made I got a house, now I can add $13,000 worth of amenities and then finance the rest. That wasn't what it was about, and I didn't state that, and I probably should have said that. We've only had 1 or 2 people even inquire about it, so I'm going to probably not offer Lean On Me financing. I don't think it's probably maybe the best thing because you still have to come up with half. We haven't perfected that. So I think I'm going to not use Lean On Me financing anymore, and it was made to help, to help people. And so we got to twist it a little bit. From right now, I think we're going to call it quits on the Lean On Me financing, okay? And try to figure out a different way to assist people in their builds, all right? So there's just a couple things. I know this is getting long. You guys, I don't know if you guys like these videos, if it's too long and boring for y'all. We'll be back again Friday night. I am actually trying to start, a Jimmy Fallon show. I got to pay for that name, don't I? Jimmy Fallon.
Type
Yeah.
of show.
I got type of show. I want a live band. We want to stand up. We want guest speakers to come in. We're going to have fun. And it's going to be about tiny homes, and it's going to get your mind off of your daily grind and enjoying what we do and having fun, seeing the crowd. We got some great personalities here. We'll put on skits and show things about how these tiny homes are and give it a different spin than anybody's doing out there in the industry. Got a lot of great ideas. Mr. Kiwi's still here. Him and Sherry has done research for our attorney in Nashville about our gray water system, and it is awesome. So we are about to break through. I got an investor in Rogersville called Amos. Amos
Eatery.
Mills. Eatery. Amos Eatery. His name's Jake Jacobs up in Rogersville, Tennessee. He's acquired some land on the river. It's a beautiful place. Amos Eatery.
Or Amos Mill Eatery.
Amos Mill Eatery. Look it up. Rogersville, Tennessee. And it's a historical place. Right on the river. It's got a waterfall, a beautiful place to eat. We are going to have a tiny home there. Him and I just went in together, and we're building a tiny home model. It'll be sitting up there for you to tour. And he's got land right on, was it the French Broad River? I don't know. It's one of those rivers up there.
Yeah.
Right on the river that we're going to have a tiny home development on, or he is. And we're going to build the homes to go on there. He's also got other land that he's looking at. So our gray water system that we're working through in the state of Tennessee is going to help develop his property, and we're going to help us build homes for him. And he's approached me, so we are about to start a home for him. And
too, Alyssa can link Amos Mill Eatery onto our website so people can see that. Yeah.
I've met with him a few times. I've been to this restaurant, met with him, seen his land. I drove over his land. I mean, we're talking riverfront property. You're sitting there, and we're going to park tiny homes all over that river and looking over there. It's beautiful.
Are they going to have a theme? Isn't it going to be some type of or how are they going to look?
He thought about having a theme because it's pre-Civil War architecture, so we may have some fun with it. He hasn't jumped back into that, so right now it's not going to be a themed house. You can have any kind of home you want, but he wants to use our homes on his development.
Awesome.
And so that's awesome stuff.
Yeah.
People talk a lot about doing that. We're doing it. Our 50 acres in Nashville, that's only step one. We get that going, I figured I want to make communities open from coast to coast in every major city around. We're going to have communities from coast to coast for you to stay in.
So if you have land that's available, if anyone,
Yeah, and if you got land, that's what I'm saying. We lease land. So any land you have available that we can turn into a community, it's not just any land. We're very select. So not just because you got land, we're going to put it on it. But select land that we know that will work, that's what we're looking at from coast to coast. We've got this concept, and this is stage 1 and project 1. If it works, we're running with it. And it's going to, I think it's going to be a major thing. What we could actually do is after we acquire 10, 20 of these communities all together underneath our Incredible Home umbrella, then we'll be able to have this link to where you can live in each one and you can swap and say, hey, I want to go to Oregon, I want to go to Florida, I want to go to DC, and you guys can switch places where you're living, you know? And it's at a really discounted price. We're trying to look at it, everything, $200 a month, you know? God, it's just so exciting, so much information.
so
you know?
much.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
What kind of dog is Joe?
Joe is he's a golden doodle. He's a 3rd generation golden doodle. He's not a 1st generation, so he's a little more kinky. His mom and dad were golden doodles, and then he's a golden doodle. So they were a little bit more poodle, but he is massive smart. Watch this. Sit, Joe. Hey, look here. Is he not awesome? Stop.
Randy.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
So, anything else trying to help everybody? Kiwi will be here Friday. He's great. Hi to Lois, his wife up in Vancouver. Thank you for letting your man be here. He's helping getting some information for our attorney in Nashville. He's doing a lot of research for us, which is helping Sherry. Sherry did a lot of research on our water, and this is exciting. The things that are going on. It's not just building these things, but it's the communities. And we're doing off-grid. We're going to go completely 100%. We can offer every home off-grid. And we've got some real innovative things that we're trying to come up with. I want to be off-grid 100%. We want to do off-grid communities, and off-grid is going to be a big thing. We're going to do it simple, cost-effective, and get you guys going. All right? YouTube, 100,000 subscribers, I will give a house away. 20-foot home, be yours. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Get me on the Ellen Show, the Good Morning Show. I'll take everybody with me. I don't know why I'm not there. This is great news, isn't it? Come on, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you Friday night. We're going to have a big show for you. And you know what?
Who's that? They want to know who that is.
That's
Who is?
Mike. Mike's been here. This is your 3rd week, right?
That's right.
His 3rd. That's his box. Stay out of his box.
That's right.
Don't mess
He
with
built
Mike's
his
box.
Yep.
Well, we do everybody. This is yours.
Yeah.
Everything else is.
This is where we put stuff. We lose. Everybody loses tools. So Mike's keeping everything in here, locks it down. We don't like lose them forever, but they're lost in here somewhere in the abyss.
Square footage.
Yeah. Yep. So, but he's a tradesman. He's a craftsman. He's built homes out in the Smoky Mountains like we all came from out here. And we're excited about Mike being here. Mike will be taking a home, starting it, building it from scratch, and going up from the floor. He's a contractor going to come in here and go at it. So we're excited. He's one of many that we're going to be building in this area.
Andrea mentioned something. I don't know what it means, but you all do. Andrea Smith said you can do 1x4s, and that is legal? Question mark.
Well, you know what? In the tiny home industry, anything's legal. I could build it out of aluminum foil if we wanted to, because there's no codes. So that right there, we're going to build it. We can build out of, like I said, out of cardboard. Now, legal. What we do is I have our certification that we've worked on, and I need to bring. I just don't want to bore everybody. I think
They're
we
not
come back.
bored. I'm telling you, they're not bored. It's
know.
information.
All right. Another thing is,
They need to know.
Boring and
yeah, I have a structural engineer. All right, my buddy is a structural engineer, architect, and we have got our certification together. All right, we'll take a video of that, and we got designs and drawings. We submit it to him if we want to. We'll submit it to him. He'll say, hey, he'll do a load calculation and a structural design. Now he'll say your 1x4s are fine if you cross brace it this way and you got headers this way, and how it's got to be designed for the strength. And we use spray foam. What type of siding we got on there? If we get that, he'll say it's rated at this much for snow load, wind, stress, and all that, and we can have that stamp, and it'll be rated as a safe structure. Our logo, just like NOAA, NOAH, and RVIA, we are the 3rd one to come aboard, and ours is called RVAH. And it is legal, it's incorporated, it's got the legal name, we have it. It's called recreational vehicle and alternative housing. So when we get this out of here, it'll have a stamp on it and have RVAH, right? Recreational vehicle and alternative housing. You'll get that stamp. It'll have the same credentials as RVIA and NOAH. Same credentials, the same backing. Maybe even, I don't know their backing as strong as I think, as strong as I know, because I've delved into their company that much, but I know that our company is not inspected by qualified schooled inspectors. Our homes are inspected by qualified licensed structural engineers and architects, fire marshal, plumbers and electricians. They're all licensed in those fields when they view this video. So when I'm building this, we're gonna stop in 5-6 different stages and video this. It'll be sent to them. They will look at it, look at the nail pattern, look at how we put it together. They have actually have the blueprints of it, the load bearings, the type of wood, and then they do a calculation study of it. And they tell you, hey, this can be rated at 60 pounds per square foot for a snow load in northern Maine or southern Florida, and you got to have certain wall ties for hurricanes, strapping underneath. If the trailer's rated, they engineer all that, and that's what's going to come with that sticker. And then if you sell that home in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that information can be pulled out of an archive. The videos, the information, and all that can be pulled out and say, boom, this is how it was built. It has a VIN number. So it has a VIN number. It says, boom, that's what this house is. So it gives it a value, gives it accreditation, and like the young lady was saying. Is it what's certified, or what'd she say? A certified home? Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing. In the construction world, you have county inspectors and state inspectors that come out and, hey, your studs are built right, your headers are built right. That's what they do. Our engineers that we use are those guys doing it for us here. Just like in the mobile home industry, in the manufactured home industry, they have their own inspectors that come to their factories and inspect them. We're doing all this via VIA video to them. Now, we're not offering that like NOAA does, and RVIA offers that to other builders across the United States. We're not offering our certification to other builders. Maybe in the future we might. That's just our certification. And it's backed by a third-party licensed engineers. Okay? Hope that answers everything.
What about the homes that we've already done, the 50 some that we've done? Can you go back and how they cannot be certified? Okay.
The thing is, you can't see the plumbing, you can't see the wiring, you can't see how it was built. Yeah. You can't be certified. You know, there might be a way of removing some of the wood, some of the interiors, and exposing it, which may be worth it, and it's not hard to do. So if somebody wants to do that, we may be able to do that. In all reality, the certification is not the tell-all. It's not everything that you need. What was it? Kathy called me today and said out in Oregon that, you know, there's a guy in Oregon that will insure it. He doesn't care if it's certified or not. It doesn't have to be. And I don't want to get off on the certification, because people at home building these, which I love, guys and girls and families taking buses and taking old trailers like this and making it into something, having fun with it. It doesn't have to be certified. Build it, live in it, love it, and sell it and keep it, or whatever. It doesn't have to be. If you want to know that it's built right, maybe take videos and show the guy that you're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Be honest with people.
That's what Ty just said. He said we took several photos during the build, so.
That's all you do, you know, and you be honest with it. You don't need a certification. It's not a legal thing. The only reason I'm doing it is to help people with their insurance, maybe help them with their loans. They still can't get a loan hardly with these things. The banks don't want to do it. So we can, you know, it's not a tell-all. It's just to help you have you a little more assurance of what's going on. You have a third-party professional person looking at it. But in all reality, we have built these homes now for 2 years, and we love how they're built. We think about how they're built, how strong they are, and if we need to increase. We're changing our rafters system a little bit. We're being more efficient, and we're thinking about some ways of tweaking it. We'll always do that, just like Ford Motor Company does, or anybody else that builds, you know, manufactures things. Anything else?
Look,
He's had it.
Joe's out. He was like, he's tired.
I hear me talk. All right, I'm good. You guys are good. So thank you. I think I've hit it all. I don't want to bore you ever, you know. Again, thank you for tuning in. We have been approached. We may be having some networks look at us, so that'll be fun. It's not a big deal. I think it's a big deal being on TV, only that we're able to get the word out more. If I'm never on, I'm fine. I love doing this right here. I love building, and this is what I love to do, to build. With the girls working in the office, gives me a chance to get back out here and put a hammer in my hand. All right? So any questions, please feel free to call, email us. And thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next time. Incredible Tiny Homes.